Hey, true crime lovers, welcome back to Melanin Mysteries, where we dig into the cases that leave you both shocked and speechless. Today, we're diving into a chilling tale from the world of professional sports, where fame, fortune, and a deadly conspiracy collided. But this case isn't just about a murder for hire, it's about the legacy left behind. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's unravel this twisted case a tale of betrayal, heartbreak, and a mother's unbreakable bond. I'm your host, Tiffany.
And I'm your co-host Willie. Let's go ahead and get her done. So the date is November 15th, 1999. And Cherica Adams is at the movies watching The Bone Collector. That was a good movie too. You ever
Never
seen?
saw it. Nope.
No, with Denzel Washington. And I think
Mm-mm.
Queen Latifah was in it.
Mm-mm.
Oh
Nope.
yeah, check it out. Well, they're watching The Bone Collector with her boyfriend Rae Carruth. A simple night out on the town in Charlotte, North Carolina, because Sharika is 8 months pregnant. So it's a chill evening. The two leave after the movie is over and they ride in Ray's car back to his house so Sharika can get her car, so she can go ahead and head home for the night. Ray, being a gentleman, says that he is going to escort her to the house and everything with her being pregnant. So he hops in his car to follow her back to her home. While they are in the separate cars and en route to Sharika's home on a two-lane street, Ray suddenly pulls in front of Sharika's car. Right? That's weird, right? So he pulls in front of the car and blocks her. So he pulls in front and then he blocks her in. She can't make her way around the truck. So I know she figuring like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, she
Suddenly
probably
another
tired,
car.
ready to go home. You big as hell. You just like, what the hell is this nigga doing? Ready to go
And she a
home?
woman, so she probably would think like, "Oh, he probably propose to me," So y'all, niggas always women always want to get married, so that's probably what she thought. Let me stop because anyway,
No, she was 8 months pregnant. She is late. She tired. She want to go home. She's not thinking about no nigga proposing. She's
you don't know
tired.
that. Okay, well I could be wrong. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm not the lady whisperer, so I don't know. So suddenly another car, a 1998 Nissan Maxima, pulls up and back windows roll down and gunshots. Then both Ray and Nissan Maxima pull off in different directions. Now, Sharika is still conscious, even though she was hit in the neck, the stomach, and the chest. Now, remember, she is pregnant too. She managed to pull her car into a nearby driveway and continuously kept blowing the horn. She called 911 and was able to describe everything that happened to the dispatcher at 12:31 a.m.
Fire addict. I believe I've been shot. I'm 8 months pregnant. Okay, ma'am, you're 8 months pregnant. You've been shot. You're at Wessex Square.
Any information about what kind of car it was?
No.
Where's your husband at?
I don't have one.
Or your boyfriend, the one you said that was with you? Where's he
He was
at?
in the car in front of me, and he slowed down and put my foot up beside me and did this.
And then where'd he go?
He just left.
Okay. All right, what's his name?
Rae Carruth. He played for the Panthers.
Okay, what's his name?
Rae Carruth.
Rae
Number
Carruth.
89.
She managed to stay on the phone for 12 minutes until ambulance came. Do you know what it takes? You 8 months pregnant, you got shot in your neck, your chest, and did they say her back?
Here you go. Not paying attention. You literally just said
Yeah, right.
her
Her
chest,
neck, her
stomach,
back, her
neck.
stomach, and her. Well, anyway, she got shot and all, and was still able to make that call
And
in
stay
12
on the
minutes.
phone
Describe
for
everything what happened.
12
Yes,
12 minutes is a long
that's a
time.
long ass time, and remember to get shot 3 times. Hell yeah, and to be able to detail everything that just happened. Yep.
So, Sharika Lavinia Adams was born June 30th, 1975, in King Mountain, North Carolina, to her mother, Sandra Adams, and her father, Jeffrey Mooney. She was raised by her mom and her grandmother, and they affectionately called her Cookie. She started at the University of Winston-Salem, but later dropped out and she worked as a real estate agent and a stripper by night.
Coming down from the ceiling.
That's a hell of a combo.
Ain't it though?
I'm selling homes in the morning, and at nighttime I'm selling ass.
Nobody said she was selling ass. She was selling a fantasy. A fantasy.
Oh, that is right. I'm not into strippers like that, so I just assume they all eventually take them to the pink room. And
I
I
think it's the
saw
wrong room.
I
They
saw what was that? The show that you got me looking at the first season, let me clarify. P
mhm,
Valley, yes, and that's what they did. They took them to the little room and they did what they do.
not all of them.
Okay, my bad. I
Well,
apologize.
anyway, she was described as having a magnetic personality, and she was a good girl, and she loved mission trips to the Bahamas where she would teach children to read and play basketball. So the Mecklenburg police officer Peter Grant arrived on the scene at 12:43 a.m. and Cherica described Rae Carruth to Officer Grant as the driver. She was taken by ambulance to Carolina's Medical Center where she arrived at 1:10 a.m. She then gave Officer Grant a complete rundown of the evening. Now, mind you, this woman has been shot 3 times and she
3
is
times, yes, in her neck. Remember her neck, her stomach, know what I'm saying? And she still is in her chest, and she is still giving them. I mean, yeah, that was she is a strong one. That's a strong one right there.
seriously. So the hospital performed emergency surgery to remove the bullets and to also deliver her baby at 1:30 a.m. And by 4 a.m., Sharika was transferred to the ICU. And by 7 a.m., an endotracheal tube was placed into her throat. And after the tube was placed, a nurse, Tracy Willard, asked Sharika if she remembered anything that happened. And Sharika nodded her head yes. She then hand wrote a note describing the shooting. So a little while later, Sharika's dad, Jeffrey Mooney, asked if there were any stop signs in the road that would have made Ray stop on the road. And she shook her head no. Unfortunately, she succumbed to her injuries and she passed away on December 14th of 1999. Her son Chancellor, he did survive. However, he was born 6 weeks premature with cerebral palsy and severe brain damage due to the lack of oxygen while he was in the womb after his mother had been shot. So Rae Carruth was arrested on November 25th, 1999, but not alone, along with 3 others. Van Brett Watkins, Michael Eugene Kennedy, and Stanley Drew Abraham, aka Boss.
Boss. So I got a question. So they say that he had lack of oxygen, but she was still alive, right? So I
Yeah,
wonder
she
how did
was.
that happen.
I mean, but you don't know like how the lack of oxygen happened. If something, maybe the I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, she suffered 3 gunshot wounds.
No, I get that. It just when they said the lack of oxygen, so that's crazy. So this is the third case that we covered where a young lady was pregnant and she was murdered. Yes, the first one was the Bobby Cuts. The second one was the one we just did. I don't know. I forget them niggas' name. We do so many cases, I forget. So make sure you guys check it out, Melanin Mystery. Anyway, born Ray Lamar Wiggins on January 20th, 1974 in Sacramento, California, to his parents, Dry Caruth and Charles Wiggins. What's her name?
Theodry.
Theodry. That's a unique name. And Charles Wiggins. Theodry was a social worker. He took the name of his stepfather, Samuel Caruth, whom his mother was married with when he was a child. But unfortunately, Sam and Theodry divorced before he became a teenager. He
Oh
spent
wait,
most.
pause.
I said the name
How
wrong.
you going? How you gonna take
Yeah.
your kid, give him another nigga name?
I mean, people do that all the time. I mean, shit. People do that all the time. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
they?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. They be doing it all the time. No, that dude, no, yeah, that's yeah, they do it all the time. They do, yeah. I think that happened with my brother. My brother was kicking it with a girl who was pregnant by somebody else. Her name was Thea. I'm like, damn, I'll be just put everybody bitch. That's horrible.
Oh,
Anyway, well, if she don't listen, that's her fault. She will never know. But anyway, yeah, and the baby has my brother's middle name. And it ain't his baby. He don't even mess with the little mess with her no more. So this nigga walking around with my brother's name and he ain't got nothing to do with her.
mm,
Yeah. So
mm.
anyway, he spent most of his time living with his auntie in Texas with other relatives in Sacramento. He graduated from Valley High School in Sacramento and went on to the University of Colorado on a football scholarship. He played 4 seasons for the Buffaloes and was first team All America in 1996. He graduated with a double major in English and education. It was noted that he played alongside with Cordell Stewart. Cordell Stewart was pretty
Oh,
good too.
that was Portia's ex-husband
Oh
when
yeah,
she
yeah,
first
yeah.
came on Real Housewives. Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't. Let me stop. I don't. I never. Wait, is that the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yeah, Real Housewives of
Is
Atlanta.
that the
Yep.
one with Nene Leakes was on it?
Mhm.
Alright, so I
Yep.
did watch that, I ain't gonna lie. That's the one with Candy and Nene Leakes. I told you the story,
Mhm.
Candy tried to holler at me, right? Did I tell you that? I'll tell you that another we'll talk about that, yes. And this was when Twitter was popping. So in his college career, he caught 135 passes for 2,540 yards, 11 touchdowns, and an average of 18.8 yards per catch. And that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie,
I have
that's pretty good.
no idea what that means. That
Yeah,
means
I got you, but yeah, that's pretty good. His sophomore year of college, his girlfriend Michelle Wright was got pregnant, and they gave birth to his son Ray Jr. He was drafted to the North Carolina Panthers in 1997 as the 27th draft pick with a 4-year, 3.7 million, with a 1.3 million signing bonus. Compared to the money they making now, they ain't shit.
I mean, but
They
then
just
again, this is still the '90s though, so that's
I
still
get that, but I'm just that's yeah, but I guess 3.7 back, yeah, that was a lot. But I don't know, was that a lot back then? 3.7 million
sir, that's
for
still a lot
4 years?
now. I don't
That's
know.
not
You
even a
give me
million a year.
$3.7 million. I'm freaking happy as hell. I don't know. It's a lot of money to me. I don't have millions in the bank, so shit. That's all.
Yeah, I mean that's not even a million a year though. That's yeah. So well,
I
anyway,
mean,
his rookie, huh?
he was a rookie though.
I get it. I get it. I'm going to have to look that up though because I still think that was kind of low even back then. But his rookie year, he started 14 games. He made 44 passes for 545 yards and 4 touchdowns. So that was his rookie year. That's decent. He was named All-Star Rookie Team. Unfortunately, he broke his right foot in the opening game in 1998. So the 1998 season, he broke his foot. So he didn't even get to catch another pass that season because of his foot injury. He played the first 5 games in 1999. After he got his signing bonus, his baby mama took his ass straight to court for child support. 18 years, she got one of your kids, got you for 18 years. She was offered over $5,000 per month, but negotiated $2,700 per month in exchange for Ray being a better father to their son. That's
Okay, I'm gonna cut
crazy.
you off for just 1 second.
Yes.
So that 3.7 million in 1996 in 2024 would be approximately 7.39 million.
All right, I got that. I mean, that's for a rookie. Okay. Yeah, for a rookie, that's I mean, and he was the 27th draft pick too. I gotta remember that. So it's not
So
like
what? The
he's the
further
first.
down the draft pick you get, the less
Yes,
money you
unfortunately,
get.
yeah, the lower you do, yes. Now, if he
Okay.
is like the first or second or third, then yeah, that's when it's the more money. So it's the 27th. And I gotta look to see if it was wide receiver low. It's a lot that go into that, but it's still money. Shit, it's money. It's millions. It's money I ain't got. And so anyway, so she said $2,700 per month in exchange for Ray being a better father to her son. So that's crazy. She basically paying this nigga to be a better father to their son.
Mhm.
That's
Yep.
horrible. So
Really is.
Sharika and Ray met at a party. They dated, but they were not exclusive. They had about a year-long fling. As we said before, she was a stripper at a topless bar, the Diamond Club. So at the topless bars, I guess they can't take you can't see the cooch, right?
I don't know.
So when you used
I
to
thought
be
a
a
stripper was a
stripper, like
stripper. I don't know. I mean, I think it depends like the clubs you go because I've gone to strip clubs where they've only like they don't get all the way undressed, but then I done been in strip clubs where like they take
man, I
off
went to a
everything.
hood strip bar when a bitch came in with her street clothes on and just started dancing, started taking off her all that's like for real. It was not like she came out of lingerie. The bitch came out in a Burger King outfit. I guess that was her first job, and just started taking off her clothes and shit. Yeah, it smelled like onion rings and ranch dressing. True story. So her friend said that it was common for her to date musicians and athletes. So she was
She
sorry, I
likes
had
to
to put
date
that in.
musicians and athletes. That's it.
Okay, if that's what you say.
Don't know nothing about
It's
that.
going in. I'm letting you know it's going in. It's that's why I did the pause. It's definitely going in. You should never say nothing. All right, go ahead.
So after his arrest in November, he was awarded a $3 million bail. That was his whole signing bond. Well, he probably didn't even have it all by then. So that he got a $3 million.
No, it's not about it with 1.3, but they do the 10%, so that's $300,000. That's damn near all his money because after
That's what I'm
taxes
saying.
and
That's all
eight,
his money.
yeah.
Yeah, they took all his money. So he got a $3 million bail on December 6th of 99, and he ended up skipping bail. So as we said before, Cherica passed away on December 14th of 99, and at that point the charges were upgraded to first degree murder. So a day after she passed, which was December 15th, he was captured after skipping his bail. And guess who snitched on his ass? His mama.
Oh,
Um,
mama, I ain't look. Hey, hey. I get. Hey, look. My thing is, we always talk about mamas sticking up for their bad ass kids and everything like this. So in a situation like this, I ain't mad at her.
I mean,
Shit.
I'm really not either, and I ain't trying to be funny. Who knows? She might have had to put her house up for his ass. You ain't about to skip out on bail, and I'm about to lose my house because I put my house up for your ass, and you gonna skip out on bail. You got me fucked up, sir.
Exactly. There you go. Preach.
So, she tipped off police as to where her son could be found, and she told them that he was at a hotel in Wildersville, Tennessee. I've never heard of that place, which was about 500 miles away from Charlotte. And when he was found in the trunk of a gray Toyota Camry. He had been in that trunk for 21 hours. And in the trunk with him was $3,900 in cash, bottles of his own urine, clothing, and a few candy bars.
Man, how you know how comfortable your big lanky ass in the back of a Toyota
A little
Camry,
ass Toyota Camry.
pissing in bottles and eating candy bars, man. Is this what your life had become, Rae Carruth?
I guess that's it had.
Oh, damn, man.
Tragic.
Tragedy. Tragedy.
So he was he surrendered peacefully, and they escorted his ass right on back to Charlotte. So Theodry, his mother, said about basically snitching on where her son was, that she was scared that the longer he was on the run, the worse it would be when he was apprehended. I think she had put her house up and she wasn't about to
Or
lose her.
no, but then again, I get it though. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. She probably was in fear of his life. I mean, he is a young black male. Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
he
yeah,
was
she probably was
her.
in fear of his life. Like, no, man, you go ahead, turn yourself in, man. Before,
No, I
yeah,
mean, yeah, I get that part, but she still probably put up her house and she wasn't gonna
I
lose it.
that I yes, that probably was it.
So she then said, quote, "Your mom is not a rat. Maybe it sounds crazy to some people, but I know my son and he could not have planned that murder. He's not a bad person." Just
Mm.
because I'm gonna move on. So on December 16th of 99, the Panthers did release him from the team, and then the NFL suspended him indefinitely. So he
Well,
just catching it
rightfully
back to
so.
back.
Yeah,
Yep.
rightfully so.
So December 30th of 99, he got a DNA test that confirms that Ray.
You are the father.
But let's back up
Mm.
a little bit and talk about the other three men that we spoke of.
Okay.
So there was Van Brett Watkins, who is the accused shooter. There was Michael Eugene Kennedy, who was the driver that night. And then there was Stanley Drew Abraham, who seemingly was just along for the ride. Wrong place, wrong time. Sorry, sir. Pick your friends better. All three of these men were also charged with first degree murder in the death of Sharika.
Okay, so Michael Eugene Kennedy. Let's talk about these other individuals that were in the vehicle and involved in this gruesome murder. As I said, Michael Eugene Kennedy was born November 30th, 1969 in Charlotte, North Carolina. He did have a past criminal history prior to this case concerning assault with a deadly weapon. Van Brett Watkins was born July 11th, 1960. So this nigga older than all of them. He also had an extensive criminal background, including drug-related offenses, weapon charges, and assault. He was a self-proclaimed hitman. And as for Stanley Drew Abraham, he was only 19. 19 at the time of the shooting. That's crazy. He had no criminal background. At the time, he was living at home with his parents and working part-time. He and Michael Kennedy were neighbors and they were, close, pretty like brothers. So Ray was offered a plea deal on July 5th, 2000 to plead guilty to second-degree murder, which he declined. That's the arrogance. Because first of all, nigga, I know you ain't got a lot of money for no I know for a fact you ain't got no money for no high class lawyer. Your
Mm-mm.
money spent. Yeah, that nigga you was tricking off, so your money spent.
He blew through that
Hell
1.3.
yeah, nigga, I know I would blow through that. Hell shit. So then look, I won't say nothing, but there will be signs. Trust me, there will be signs. I'm like Tiffany, you wanna go ahead fill up your shit? No, go ahead, get premium, girl. Get premium. So Van Brent Watkins admitted to being a shooter in the case and pleads guilty to second-degree murder in exchange for a testimony against Rae. You knew they were gonna start folding.
Mm-hmm. When you start looking
All
at life and first degree murder,
nigga, you talk about give me 30 days in jail, I'm snitching. That's why I said I am not built. I'm snitching. You know what I'm
same.
saying? Y'all don't even, you know what, nigga? Y'all don't even gotta give me no food. I got this. No, I got you. So August 1st, 2000, Ray meets his son Chandler. Chandler for the first time in jail, which is just so weird to me. Like, nigga, you are on trial for killing his mom. You are. I wouldn't even have him nowhere around him. So by September 2000, trial is on the horizon, and specifically September 6th, the judge allowed Ray to be tried separately from Michael Kennedy and Stanley Abraham.
So jury selection was finally complete on November 14th of 2000. There were 7 white men, 3 black women, and 2 white women on this jury. And the trial for Rae Carruth started on November 20th of 2000. He was charged and tried for capital first-degree murder, conspiracy, discharge of a firearm into an occupied property, and use of an instrument to destroy an unborn child. So Ray was facing the death penalty. And the state declared Ray indigent and paid for his defense. Basically, he was given a public defender because the nigga was broke, like we
I
said.
knew it. That's so crazy. I knew it. And I know people like, well, you supposed to know this case. I do know the case, but even before then, I'm just saying his money was spent up. You know what I'm saying? His money was spent up. He had a $1.3 million signing bonus that was 2 years prior. That money was gone after the taxes and everything. Yeah, this nigga didn't have no money for no lawyer, but to be considered indigent to the point where you got a public defender, you an athlete and got a public defender, that nigga didn't have no money.
Mm-mm.
And real quick, why did he get charged with discharge of a firearm in the occupied property when he was in the shooter?
Don't matter. They gonna trump up. They gonna try and catch you on whatever charge they can try and catch you on. Don't matter. You set it up. Same difference.
No,
I mean, they
okay.
gonna try and stick whatever they can get to stick.
I
So
got you. I got you.
he spent over a year in jail awaiting the trial at the Mecklenburg County Jail. So the nigga dumbasses try to jump bail. They brought his ass straight on back.
Hell yeah. I wonder if they had a football team like they did. What was that movie? Um,
I know which one you talk about, but I can't think of the name of it. Where they were
yeah,
all
yeah,
prisoners.
the football team that had Nelly in it.
Yeah, I remember that movie, but I can't think of what it was called. I don't know.
That nigga would have been an all-star. Go ahead.
So the prosecution started their opening arguments with Cherica's 911 call. And the prosecutor for this trial was Gentry Caudill, and his stance was that Ray killed Cherica because she didn't want to have an abortion, and he didn't want to pay another woman child support. He's already paying her $2,700 a month in child support. He don't want to. So his trial did last 12 weeks. That is a long time.
That's a long time. I know that public defender was mad as hell because you know they only get like so much money for when they do the pro bono work. They only
Yeah.
get so much money, right? So
Well,
he 12 weeks.
they're paid by the state though. The state
Yeah,
they're
but
paid by.
they say don't give them shit. And the only reason I know this is because my friend Jason, told you he was a prosecutor at one time, and then he started his own private you know his own what they call it, not
Private
firm,
surgery? Yeah.
private practice. I'm sorry, his own private practice, and he was telling me that
Practice is
those.
for a doctor. He started his own firm.
I thought it was practice if I die. Well, goddamn, man, my bad. I got to. But anyway, it's his own firm. It was just him, so it wasn't even a firm. It was a know what I'm saying? So, so he was just telling me that, no, said the public defenders they don't get a lot of money at all. Like it's bare minimum. That's why a lot of people don't. But I guess like part of them, like the agreement of them being a lawyer or whatever whatever stipulations, they have to do so much pro bono work or so much work in for cases like that. So, but they don't get paid a lot, and to be 12 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a lot.
It is. So, the prosecution called over 2 dozen witnesses, and all 3 of his co-defendants testified against him. So, one of the most
Why the fuck
damaging
it take
tests.
12 weeks? Like,
I mean, I guess they
what?
had they had to make their case. They had to make their case stick, so they had to call any and everybody they was gonna call because they wanted to make sure it was gonna stick. They wasn't letting him get away. So one of the most damaging testimonies came from Brett Van Watkins, who the prosecution didn't call as a witness because they felt that he was too unpredictable. But the defense ended up calling him as a witness. So Ray's defense attorney, he thought that Brett was going to corroborate his star witness's testimony. His star witness was a guard that worked in the jail where Brett was being housed, and that guard told the jury that Brett confessed to her that he angrily shot Cherica while trying to track down Rae for drug money. But Brett ended up turning on Rae, and he was on the stand for 2 days giving his testimony. 2 days. Like, how much did you have to say about this man
Nigga,
that
he
you
was like,
were up
hey,
there?
look, he was up there like YSL Woody.
Apparently so. Like, how much did you know
Yes,
about the man to be up there for 2 days?
that's a long time. So Brett told the jury that Ray had bagged them for months to kill Cherica. So this is what he said. Okay, this is verbatim. Okay, so I don't want you guys thinking that I'm illiterate. Okay, these are his words, and I'm just giving them to you verbatim. And here we go. You can tell when someone is telling the truth and when somebody is telling lies. Remember what I said? Rudolph is representing a person who killed, had his baby mama and baby contracted out to kill. He was offered $3,000 to kill the baby and $6,000 to kill both of them.
First of
Br-
all, they killing me with these low amounts. Y'all not even paying enough that if I get caught, I can make bail.
Well, that was that was
That's still not a lot of
1997
money.
prices. You know what I'm
That's
saying? I
still not.
mean,
I ain't trying to be funny. Like, what is the standard rate for a hitman?
but that was
3,000.
the economy was much better back then. So you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that, you
What am I gonna
know.
do with 3,000? A murder, but
Okay, wait, let's back up. What you gonna do with $3,000 back in 1997, 1998? Yeah, like do you use cars? I remember my first used car was $1,400.
I mean, mine was too. But again, that's a car. What am I do
First of
with
all, let's
bail?
back up, Nick. Let's back up. I said 1997, 1998. Were you even born then?
Excuse me. Don't play with me. Do not play with me, sir. I am an
I was
'80s
trying to
baby
make
all
sure.
day. Don't play
You
with me.
barely.
Barely
You
was
bet
who
you.
I was born in '86.
All right, wait, okay,
I'm
you.
good in the '80s. I wasn't born at the tail end. I'm good. I'm in there.
All right, yeah, just about to say.
Hey,
All right, my bad. But anyway, he was offered $3,000 to kill the baby and $6,000 to kill both of them. Brett testified that he was in the backseat of the car when he rolled down the window and fired 5 shots into Cherica's car. He said Cherica was screaming like she was drowning in her own blood. He said, I can hear the gargling sounds. The defense clapped back at him, reminding him of his criminal history, how he pistol whipped a rival drug dealer, stabbed his brother, and threatened his wife with a cleaver, and he also set another inmate on fire. How the fudge do you set an inmate on fire?
when they
Where?
real creative
How
in
do you have
jail,
lighters in jail? You got
they
lighters in jail?
no. But have you ever watched Lockup? Like they be in there making shanks and they be
I
rubbing
can
like
see
the
you making
edge
a
of the
shank, but you
toothbrush.
setting a whole human on fire. Matter of fact, they did do in a movie that I was just talking about. They did that to Chris Rock in the movie.
I'm telling you, they figure out ways to do things.
I know,
They
man.
are very creative
We're
in
gonna
jail.
have to ask Khadijah what's going on.
You did not say that. Oh God.
What
What's
I'm just saying, that's our
wrong?
inside to the jail. Like we need to start asking her. Oh Lord, jeez, let me be quiet. If her mom is listening, you know I'm just playing, sweetie. I love her. It was just a joke. It's just a joke. So anyway, the defense asked Brett why he told the jailer, "I hope the bitch dies." He yelled, "The bitch I'm talking about," and pointed at Ray.
He wanted to
he
make sure he
he
was
said,
clear
"That's okay."
about who he was talking about.
Yes, let me back up because I did not do it right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, action. I hope the bitch dies, he yelled. That's what he told him. And he said, what? He said, that's the bitch I'm talking about, and pointed to Ray. That's hilarious. That's the bitch I'm referring to who got me into this. I did it because he made me do it.
That people kill me with that. Ain't nobody put a gun in your head and make you kill nobody. This you made a
Nigga,
choice.
okay, this is the same man. Let's back up. He pistol whipped a rival drug dealer, stabbed his brother, threatened his wife with a cleaver, and also set another inmate on fire. And you let a light skinned nigga who play football tell you to kill somebody and you just do it? Come on, bro. No.
And you said you're a self-proclaimed hitman.
Yeah. That. So Michael took the stand and told the jury that Rae had given him $100 to buy a gun. There were also cell phone records which show Rae calling Brett after the shooting. So Candace Smith, Ray's ex-girlfriend, testified that after the murder, Rae asked her, I can't get in trouble, can I? I mean, because I didn't actually pull the trigger. Nigga. See, I told
For him
look,
to have a see, just because you have a college degree don't mean you smart. Nigga had a dual degree and he's still fucking stupid.
did he? I thought, oh, he did. I thought,
Yeah,
wait.
he
Yeah,
can
he
dual
got the
degree.
double major. He got in education.
Mhm. Dumb and ain't still fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's but yeah, I don't even know what to say. This who anyway, so Gentry called Cardillo, then pulled two more of Ray's ex-girlfriends, both of which Rae had impregnated. Both women testified that although Rae never raised his voice, he threatened to harm them and their children. But that's that light-skinned nigga shit. Like, I'm sorry, man. And I know you light-skinned too, know what I'm saying? But you're different. Light-skinned women and light-skinned men are totally different. That like that's that sucker shit. You do that and then you have other people do your dirty work. That's that. I don't know. That's the light skinned people stuff.
But
I'm
I'm just
sorry.
saying they caught all these exes. Like, how many bitches did you get pregnant? My God.
Yeah, he
These
was
pussies
from the window
hairy.
to the
Niggas don't
wall.
like condoms.
Yeah, man. That was back in 19. It was simpler times back in the 1990s, man.
They didn't
Eight,
have
eight. Yeah,
they
you
didn't
know.
have but still HIV was a death sentence back then.
Oh
Still.
yeah. It
While
definitely
you out here
was,
just
man.
slanging it
Just
like it.
stroking and poking, and you know your balls gonna be smoking. All right, go ahead.
So Michelle Wright, who was the mother of Ray's oldest son, she told the jury that Ray told her over the phone, quote, "Don't be surprised if you get into a car accident." Excuse me? Excuse me.
What kind of shit is that? Like,
But I'd be afraid to get in my
right.
goddamn car.
I would love to interview where I wish we had a opportunity to interview Ray because I do got some questions. I have a lot of questions. I really do.
So Turner, who was another ex-girlfriend, she had relocated from Colorado to Charlotte. She said that he flipped out on her when she told him she was pregnant.
God damn, that's
Uh,
four hoes.
I'm telling you, and I'm just like, you're not even smart. Well, you just knocking up bitches left and right. Like, this is ridiculous. And who knows how many other ones he knocked up. So he insisted that she had to have an abortion, and she, did go along. She had the abortion. And she said he told her, quote, "I already told you I don't want kids with you. Don't make me send somebody out there to kill you because you know I would do it." You just and then you just like I'm saying, like
Dude,
that's that entitlement shit. Like you think because you got money, you can do whatever the hell you want. No, sir. Mm-mm.
that's the yeah, that's yeah. No, it be some killers in the NFL. I just saw the thing about Hernandez. Is
Oh
that his
yeah, that,
name?
that that documentary was crazy.
Oh, you saw that on Netflix?
Hmm.
Oh, nigga, how'd you get Netflix? What's going on?
That's an old documentary. I can't even
Oh,
watch it because like they Netflix don't allow you to use it in more than one house, and
I
I
know,
got kicked
man.
off my daddy's, and I'm not paying for it.
I know. So the prosecution brought up that Ray had gotten three women pregnant. He was facing tons of financial issues and he lost money in a pyramid scheme. He was getting sued over a purchase of a house and he was still paying child support to his first baby mama. So both families were in court the entire length of the trial. Ray's mom believed that he would not be found guilty and he would come home and play for the Raiders. Bitch, you know your son did that. And not only was he gonna come home, but then play for he gonna continue to play football after this.
He's already been suspended. They don't want you back
They
there.
never they wasn't even if he would have got found innocent, they were not gonna allow him back whatsoever. You really thought he was gonna play for the Raiders?
It's giving
On the other
delusion.
hand, yes. On the other hand, Sharika's father was also in court daily and believed Ray was guilty. I agree. Closing arguments took 4 hours. Jury deliberations began on January 16, 2001. The jury took 3 days to come back with a guilty verdict. And I'm just wondering, with all the information that me and you have listened to and heard, like, why does it take so long to convince somebody? Because I mean, with all the evidence I had, I, I already knew he guilty before. We ain't even got to go in the room. I'll let you know. Hey, look, hey, judge, we ain't even got to go nowhere. I already know what I'm gonna say. 3 days.
Yeah, that I don't know because I'm just like, They had the handwritten note. They had her 911 call. I mean, what more do you? I don't understand. Like you said, I don't understand why it took more than an hour, like some of these other cases. The
Yeah,
woman said it from her, like literally said it. She said,
yes, she said it and she wrote it. Like she wrote it and she said it. She remember she told him what happened and then she wrote it down. Like, come on, bruh. So he was found guilty. So he was they did I told you it took 3 days for them to come back with a guilty verdict. So he was found guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, shooting into an occupied vehicle, and using an instrument with the intent to kill. He was acquitted of the first degree murder charges and was able to avoid the death
he
penalty.
got lucky on that one.
Seriously.
So Rae Carruth was sentenced on January 22nd, 2001. He received 18 to 24 years in prison for the conspiracy charge and 31 to 47 months for the remaining sentences, which ran concurrently with the conspiracy charge. So Michael Watkins was sentenced to 11 years and 8 months for his role. Brett Van Watkins was sentenced to 40 years, and Stanley Abraham was sentenced to 90 days with a suspended sentence of 25 to 30 months and supervised probation for 5 years. He pled guilty to accessory after the fact and assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, inflicting serious injury. So in 2003, Rae filed an appeal citing whether notes written by Cherica at the hospital were admissible because they were hearsay. He also said he debated if the exclusion of definite theory of case in trial court. He said the jury was failed. They failed to instruct the jury on his theory, and that constituted an error. Then he said that the trial court made an error in allowing the strike of black jurors, failing to assess gender discrimination in the jury selection. And then he said that the jury made an error in determining the aggravating and mitigating factors when deciding on the sentencing. The court said, we don't want to hear none of that shit, and your sentence is what we said it was. Moving on.
Exactly. Yeah, he tried.
He tried it.
So also in 2003, Sandra Adams, Cherica's mom, was awarded 5.8 million in damages for the murder of her daughter. The reward was more symbolic as the men were either in jail or unemployed. So, I mean, unfortunately, she has it, but she ain't gonna be able to get the money. Michael Kennedy was released from after 10 years and 9 months in Raleigh prison in 2011 for his role of second degree murder. Stanley Abraham served his 90 days at the Sand Hills Youth Center, a minimum security prison, but he violated his probation in June 2005. He tested positive for weed, failed to report to a probation officer, failed to repay his probation supervision fee, and he failed to maintain satisfactory employment. So this, I mean, he ain't even trying.
No.
So the court revoked his probation and activated his suspended sentence. Now Brett Van Watkins became a practicing Muslim. So this nigga, he said he ain't eating no more pork. He changed his life. His scheduled release date was September 29th, 2048. However, he passed in December 2023 of natural causes. So he just passed away less than a year ago. But before he left this earth, he caused some damage in the prison. Right. So he had over 50 infractions, including fighting, misusing medication, threats to prison staff. He spent long stretches in solitary confinement, and he maintained his hate for Rae Carruth and said, "I won't forgive him, and I want him dead." My nigga, you chose to do this. That's the crazy part. He told you the plan, and you were okay with the plan. How is it Rae Carruth's fault? Why you so mad at him? Nigga, be
Because
mad at
niggas
yourself.
cannot accept responsibility for their actions.
That's the craziest shit. You mad at this man because you accepted you're supposed to be a quote unquote hitman, and he gave you the opportunity to
Do
know what
your
I'm
job.
saying for you to live up to your to your occupation, and you're mad at this man because you got caught. Nigga. So anyway, he said, I won't forgive him and I want him dead. Rae was released in October 28th from prison. It is said that he currently lives in PA, but not sure how accurate that is. Man. His big ass probably, man. Yeah, I would love to see what could he do because there's no way he could he probably work like in a factory or somewhere.
No, I heard he was a barber.
I can see that.
Yeah, they say he
I
got
can
like
see
his
that.
barber certificate
I
in
can yeah, I can actually see that, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, dog. Nigga, you killed an innocent woman and tried to kill your baby. You ain't cutting my hair, bitch.
So I found this Facebook post. It was apparently from Brett's wife, and her name is Brenda Watkins. And this was actually posted about a year ago, so it was probably posted like
She was still
right.
married to him? Even wait, how when did they get married? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't look that far into it, but I just happened to come across this Facebook post. And it said it was posted about a year ago, and it was actually on Rae Carruth's Facebook page, and it had nothing to do with anything that he was even talking about. But I guess she just needed to get this off her chest.
Alright,
Um,
you wanna say it now?
Yep. Yeah, so it's
Alright,
her name
alright,
was
go ahead.
well, is Brenda Watkins, and she said these motherfuckers don't stop. This is Van Brett
Oh, well,
Watkins'
hold
wife.
on, let's stop. God damn, she started with damn. Hey, that's how you know it's about to be some shit. When they start out with these motherfuckers, you
And
know
the post had literally nothing to do with like nobody mentioned his name, nothing. She just
she
came on
just
here
went
and
in.
went off.
Yeah, she been
Yeah.
holding this shit in. Go ahead, go ahead. Let's hear what she gotta say.
So she said this is Van Brett Watkins' wife. They have took this shit out on me and my son who has also received a scholarship for football at in Tampa, Florida in 2010. I don't know if you see my ex-husband on Facebook liked with all his friends slash women that hate me and are my enemies. They get me fired from most of my jobs, and every year around Thanksgiving, they bring this incident up that occurred between you and him, and they got everybody in New York and people on my job thinking I was a part of this incident because I went to Atlanta and purchased my vehicle during that time, and I met Van in Atlanta. I was working at State Farm Insurance Company at the time, and then they fired me in December because this girl disrespected me on my job in December, and I didn't have nothing to do with the incident. I wasn't even aware. Well, she said, I wasn't even aware of what happened with Van until January when he was locked up. I pray for your son. They put black magic on me and tried all types of shit with my son, Van Brett Watkins Jr. His personality is nothing like his father. He's tough enough to play football and get a scholarship, but he was baptized and that saved him from having the same troubles as his dad. Van Jr. was playing football since he was 10 years old. And after the incident occurred with his dad, I sent him to Tampa, Florida to live with his grandmother, and he finished school there. I'm sorry you had to be put in that position. I was married to Van, so I'm very much aware of the type of person he really was, which they did not mention much during the trial. And all if Van's senior interviews with ESPN, etc., Van made sure he didn't mention his family in New York. Okay, so half that, I don't know what the hell she was talking about. But she talked about this whole thing of I was at work and they got me fired.
I don't know, she mad, yeah. She
No,
pissed, you know what I'm saying? Like, God damn it, I just get that job at Popeyes, man. This is some bullshit.
okay, so I just wanted to throw that in there.
No,
But
no, I got it. Yeah, that's actually a good read. Go ahead.
no, it was a hot mess, but whatever. From what I found, Ray has still not seen his son Chancellor. Um,
Have you seen his son?
yeah, his son is all over. Like, yeah, you can look him up. He
Yeah,
graduated.
look just like his daddy.
He
Like,
sure
that's
does.
so crazy. Yeah, look just like his daddy, man. Just like his
Hmm.
funky ass daddy.
Man, he's so handsome too. Looks like a
Yep.
better looking version of his daddy. But he still hasn't seen his son. They did say that he sent some money through the North Carolina court system, but he didn't have a return address. And he still does live with his grandmother Sandra. And in a statement, Ray said to Sandra, "quote I feel responsible for everything that happened, and I
Stop.
just want Sandra."
Stop. You said Ray said, "I feel responsible."
That's yes, sir. That's what I said.
Nigga, you is responsible for everything that happened. Why you been writing this lady a note on no shit like that, dude? I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
So
I'm
he
gonna be
said, and I
quiet.
just want Sandra Adams to know how truly sorry I am for everything. I thank her for the unconditional love and support of my son. End quote. But then he turned around and threw some shade and alleged that she was just using his son Chancellor for financial gain. And then he goes on to say, quote, Miss Adams, I want to sincerely apologize to you for the senseless act that led to the death of your daughter, Cherica, and the permanent physical difficulties that Chancellor has to suffer through. Having had time to look back and ponder on how the events of that night unfolded, I want you to know that I take full responsibility for everything. I could have done a better job of keeping Cherica and Chancellor out of harm's way, and it is something that will definitely weigh on me for the rest of my life, end quote. Narcissist.
That's one
That's
of
what
the
he
most
said.
narcissist response I have ever heard. This nigga going, I'd say, I could have done a better job keeping them. Mitch, you were responsible for all of this. You could have did a better job, nigga. You could have just not did. I
Any
would,
of it.
yeah.
That was such a narcissistic.
Man, I'll tell you, if I could, man, I'll call find out where he cut here out and call the state and get him shut down.
Like seriously, like if I was her, she must be a good Christian woman because I'd have pulled up like old school. Like you can take that letter and shove it up your ass.
Man, seriously, on everything. Cause don't even write me no letter, bro. Like real talk. Don't there's nothing that you can say. You killed my daughter.
Hmm.
You cause permanent damage to my grandson, and we don't even know if this is our first grandson or whatever the case may be. And you have the audacity to send me a letter talk about I want to take responsibility, like I for what happened. I should have protected her. Oh my god, yeah, that nigga. These niggas some hoes. I'm sorry, excuse my French, but that right there, bro, you shouldn't even say nothing at all. Like real talk, you should just kept that shit to yourself, bro. Know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what even made you think that would be a wise choice to write that. Yeah, that was dumb as hell.
That's a very narcissistic response. So in February of 2018, Sandra did say in an interview that she was open to Chancellor having a relationship with his father. However, she did make it clear that he could never have custody of Chancellor even after she passes. She specifically said that he will not be raised by a stranger, someone he doesn't know, and who tried to kill him.
And she a dumbass herself. Like, nigga, you are not having a relationship with your son. You tried to kill him. Oh my god, people, yeah, she probably yeah, because he do get issues like a lot of mental, yeah. So that's probably a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? So, but regardless, I don't care. You would never see your child whatsoever. You would never see your child, bruh. So we came across a Facebook status from October 25th, and this was in 2018. Ray allegedly posted. So check this out, man. This dude say, and I quote, if I could change anything, I'd change the whole situation. His mother would still be here and I wouldn't be where I was. So that's what I would change. I want the incident to never have had happen at all. I let him down as he came into the world, and the only way I can make that right and the only way I can work on my relationship with my son is to be there for him. And this is when the trolling began,
They called him a piece of shit.
which he
Somebody else
is.
said ducking murderer. This was probably
Yep.
before Apple fixed that, they fixed that. How dare you even be on social media? You should be on death row.
Yep.
Boy, go to hell. So those were just a couple because it was a laundry list of them. Laundry list of them.
Yeah. Nah, that yeah. I don't want to say unfortunately, but fortunately that's the end of it. I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna say this was a tough one for me, but this was just aggravating because just to know the damage that you caused, bro, just say the fuck out. Like at this point in time in your life, you are out. Stay out the way, dude. Don't even say nothing. I wouldn't get a social media account, nothing. Stay out the way, bro. But for you to even come to her, the mother of the woman that you murdered, the grandmother of the child that you permanently altered his whole life, and you give her th- that message to say, I take full responsibility. I should have kept her say, bitch. Oh my god.
Like I said, it's giving narcissist.
Oh, he definitely a narcissist, man.
No
So
goddamn apology and shove it up your ass.
that's gonna be a t-shirt. All right. So you know what time it is, right?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Love, lies, and alibis.
Alright, so what do we got here? Know what I'm saying? As y'all know that Tiffany, she's in charge of it. What do we have here? Now, again, some of this stuff I don't be knowing. It's new to me, so I don't know what we're about to do. I really don't.
Yeah, I
So
get to
what are
have
we?
the fun. I get to have the fun with the love lies and alibi section all on my own. It's all mine.
Yeah, that's her
Well,
baby.
I guess somebody else decided they wanted to write us a letter too. I don't know why they want to ask us for relationship advice, but
I
we
like
gonna rock
that,
with it
though. Yes, I like people writing letters telling us something about their life so I can troll the shit out of them. Go ahead.
because you know that lady from last week. She ain't gonna never listen to us again, like ever.
We did lose a follower too. I noticed that too. We did lose a follower, and I'm like, I bet you was you. Alright, go ahead.
Oh well, I mean, this is what you get when you talk
Well,
to us.
hopefully the letter's a little bit better because last week that was just come on, man. That last week
That
one
was just
was yeah,
ridiculousness.
that was ridiculous. So let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. Go ahead.
Okay, so it says, "Hey y'all, hope y'all doing well.
Yes, we are.
I'm reaching out because could really use your advice on a situation that's been on my mind lately. So for my 25th birthday, I planned a special trip to Cancun with my boyfriend, and we've been dating for about a year now. And I was really looking forward to spending this time together in, a romantic setting. The trip is booked and paid for, and we leave next month. But just last week, my boyfriend mentioned that his mom wants to join us. While he assured me that she wouldn't, quote, be in the way, I'm really struggling with the idea of this. This trip was really meant to be something intimate between the two of us, and now I'm concerned how this is going to impact the romantic part of our vacation. I'm not sure how to address this without causing any hurt feelings. Do you have any advice on how I could approach this conversation? I really want to be honest about my feelings, but I also want to be respectful of his mom. Any thoughts or suggestions you have would be greatly appreciated. Sincerely, help.
Okay, that's not as bad as the other one. So my question is, so Mama going? I don't know. Okay, so
No, no,
no,
no.
no. I
Hold
wasn't.
me.
No,
I
no.
gonna be funny. So look, okay.
So
First of
look, real quick. I wasn't gonna say. I was just. I'm trying to be better than last week. Okay, I'm trying to get better. So I was just trying to watch what I say. No, I agree with you. Hell no, dude. We going on a romantic. Why you bringing your old ass mama along? Nobody ain't trying to like. Come on, man. Nobody ain't trying to see that. You know what I'm saying? Now, do mama got a man? Is she bringing a man? Like it's just like a
all,
double date type of situation?
it didn't say, but I'm not trying to be funny. I don't care if it's a double date, you coming by yourself after. The answer is absolutely not. What if I'm trying to get some balcony action? What if we out on the balcony at night, we getting it in, I look
Yeah,
down and
mama
your
went
mama
back.
staring
Hey,
at us?
y'all go, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead, hit it like I told you. There you go. There you go, baby. There you
See,
go.
it's just too many aspects. The answer is just no. His mama can't
Hell no.
go.
First of all, he should. Okay, let's just be honest. All right, we're gonna be
He
honest.
should did it that
As a
first. He
man,
should
you
have done it
should
that.
not even. That shouldn't even been in the equation. That should have been in the conversation. There should have been nothing that would have been. There should have been no reason why Mama even felt okay to even ask me if she can go. Like, no, Mama, you not
Even
going.
if she did ask, it should have never even gotten to her.
She
You know what I'm
better take
saying?
her
Like,
ass on the good times. Shit, know what I'm saying? The little cruise that they go around Cleveland for like 3 hours. That's hell yeah, man. Hell no, man. And it's a romantic. Y'all been together for a year, and mama trying to roll. Hell no, man. No. So my answer to you is, young lady, whoever this is, you're not wrong for feeling that way. You have every right to feel that way. I would tell him like, look, I ain't trying to be funny. You need to look.
and it's my birthday.
The fact I gotta even tell you to tell your mama speaks volumes.
Exactly, and I'm not trying to be funny. Long term, that's gonna be a
It's gonna be
that's
an
gonna
issue.
be yeah, it's gonna be an issue because why would his mom? Like I said, that's how like a potential mama's boy, and I have no issue with somebody loving your cherish or love it. How you treat your mom is how you're gonna treat your wife,
Yeah, but I
but
mean, but it's gotta be boundaries
issue.
though. You gotta have
Yes,
some type of boundaries.
yes,
Is you know what, man?
absolutely.
It gives me makes me think of what was that movie?
Think like a
Think Like a
man.
Man. Yeah, Think Like a Man.
Mhm.
Yes. How to make yes, exactly. You know what I'm saying? No, man. Like, hell no. No. So look,
Boundaries are very important and you have to set them early on and stick to your boundaries. Like he may be mad, and if this is something that makes or breaks our relationship, it was not meant to be at all. And he probably just saved you a lot of heartache because I know how I am on my birthday vacations. Okay. I came back and I had pictures in my phone, like, what the hell? It goes down for the birthday.
I don't even want to even see the pictures. Have you noticed I haven't even asked you? I'm like this. Just keep them.
I
Know what I'm
showed you
saying?
the pictures. I mean, it wasn't like too crazy, but I mean,
I
it's just
didn't know.
not.
No, you have not shown me the pictures. You know that, right?
I did show you all the
No, you
pictures.
did not show me the pictures. I am telling you. Don't look.
Oh,
Don't
maybe
worry
I
about it.
showed sis the pictures. Never
But yeah,
mind.
okay. So I didn't see no picture. But anyway, yeah. So whoever it is, no, you good. Tell him no. Mama gonna have to go on the good times. Know what I'm saying? Or go on her own cruise on another time. Ain't got nothing to do with y'all. But no. Now when we do a family thing, oh, that's fine. But right now, this is a romantic, me and you, balcony actions. I'm trying to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, mama is not allowed on this trip. And that's the end of that. Anything else you gotta say?
Nope, that's all.
All right, so let's move on.
Okay, so let's see. We got to talk about our girl, Khadijah, episode 9. We're still advocating for her, and
Oh yeah, we're gonna actually. I didn't even tell y'all gonna do this, but I'm just thought about it. We have her transcripts, and we're gonna actually post her transcripts on the online, so you could actually take a look at it. So if anybody know anybody that can actually take a look at it, that gets legal background that can help, that would be great. Which is all it's all public record, so it's not like I'm doing anything that's what I'm saying, like we're giving private information. No, it's all public record. But I'm gonna post it though, so people can look at it. And if anybody knows anybody with some legal background, please reach out and let us know.
yeah, because attorneys are very expensive.
Yeah, but
And
yeah, hopefully we can get that one attorney that's trying to make a name for himself that's willing to do pro bono.
in Mississippi,
It can happen. I mean, I don't know. That's why we need
no,
we need
it definitely can. I
we
have,
need our listeners' help.
yep, we do. So that is that, and her mother does have a GoFundMe set up. If it is on your heart to even donate $1, $2, whatever is on your heart, it would be greatly appreciated.
Amen to that.
And then, oh, okay, so we said we were gonna do a panel, right?
Jeez, man.
However,
This
we're
is
still
my
going.
life. This is my life. Go ahead.
However, between the two of us, we just have so much going on and trying to find a location and trying to do it. We waited to the last minute, so we're gonna postpone it because we know the holidays are coming. Thanksgiving, Christmas. We got this cruise planned with all our dang on kids.
Oh, that's
Um,
about to be fun. Yes.
yes, it's gonna be a time. But so we're gonna postpone it until the first of the year, and then we'll revisit it at that point.
All right. Yes. And man, look, and also starting next I know I did be throwing stuff out there that we're gonna do starting next our next episode. We are going to give a shout out to our new followers. So if you are following us, we're gonna give you a shout out. So you will hear your name. We will give you a shout out because we do want to show our appreciation for you taking the time to not only follow us, but actually listen to our podcast. Is that all right,
Yeah,
Tiffany?
yes, that's a great idea. I love it.
All right, great. Okay.
And we also just want to say thank you for everybody who's listening, everybody who shared it. Like we said, like it seems like the audience is getting bigger and bigger every week, and we are extremely appreciative. We are having so much
Yes.
fun.
Yes. 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 I agree. I agree. So with that being said, go ahead, girl.
All
Lead us
right.
out.
As always, just remember that love should not come with a life sentence. So make sure you choose freedom and not felonies.
Amen to that. And with that being said, we are out. We appreciate you guys listening. We'll catch you next time around.